Hi, I'm Lolly Denton.
And I'm Barry Denton.
And we're here at the Bayou Bar Ranch, and we're going to tell you a little bit about the history of the ranch and what we do and what our passion is. My parents, Sonny and Sissy Walker, came to Yavapai County in 1945 right after the war and bought the Bayou Bar Ranch. It was an 84-section cow ranch. We ran mostly Hereford cows, mother cow and calf operation, and that's where I grew up. It was a wonderful place to grow up. My parents were both a cowman and a horseman, and I learned from the very best. They hauled me around to the trainers. I rode with some people like Tony Amaral, Jim Paul, John Hoyt of the day. When I was young, I can remember riding from the ranch to the other headquarters. It was about 12 miles long, and we'd trot along, and I was always daydreaming about winning a prize for having the best trot. I'd work on my horse all day long, trying to better my horse, and I'd win, in my mind, the World Championship prize for whatever it was.
I think one of the things that gives Laurel a great advantage is her father. Her dad had been a heavyweight boxer. And as a boy, he was taken around the United States and exhibited as the world's strongest boy. So that gave him a bit of showmanship and a bit of competitiveness. And her mother also was a rodeo competitor and roper. I think that those two things gave her a real advantage when it came to competition.
For the past 30 years, since Barry and I have taken over the ranch and run it, we've been focusing mostly on making traditional bridle horses, using traditional equipment, and I try to give clinics and give my clients the best basic horsemanship skills that they can use in the arena and wherever they may want to go with a horse.
My background riding-wise was riding with a buckaroo named Jerry Kane, who was here in Arizona. Had top reining horses for a long time, and then I was in California about 10 years, and I rode with a bunch of guys, vaquero guys over in Southern California. Now, we don't do 100% like the vaqueros did on the ranches, but we do 95% of the way they bridle horses and that sort of thing. We transfer it over to the show ring. So we're trying to keep the tradition going. We don't have 7 years to train a horse. We have to train them in about 2 or 3. So anyways, it works pretty well for us.
One of the things that Barry and I do for entertainment and excitement is to talk equipment, bits, bridles, reins, whatever. Believe it or not, that's where we just derive a lot of our pleasure. So I'm very lucky to have that in my life.
You know, I grew up around bridle bits and bridle bit men, and so it's kind of fun to talk about it. There's a great history that goes with it. Getting the right bit fit to the horse is a very, very interesting process.
I feel like I'm such a lucky person because I've got to ride some of the greatest horses. Some of these horses are quirky, they're not all the same. Our philosophy is that we do not turn out cookie cutter horses. We make them be individuals. So that's one of the things that a different bridle, a different bit, a different head stall can make so much difference. It can make a difference in a horse, maybe in his liking, what he chooses. He has to have a little bit of individuality, and I like to give that to a horse.
That's the best thing I can say about that, is you have to listen to your horse.
I always tell everybody I'm the luckiest person in the world to get to do what I do. I get up in the morning, I look out my window and see the beautiful ranch. I get to get on the best horses in the world. I am absolutely blessed.
And the best thing is, if you go to one of Laurel's clinics, you'll have a great time, you'll learn a lot, you'll get your money's worth in the first 15 minutes, and the next 2 hours are free.